Welcome to Vedanta Bhakti Pravachanam channel. In this channel, we are reading about Sai Satcharitra. Till the previous chapters, we have seen about how Baba passed away. In this chapter 45, we will see what the author is describing about Sai Baba. His physical or finite form has no doubt disappearing from our view, but the infinite or spiritual form ever lives. The Leelas which occurred during his lifetime has been dwelt upon a great length up till now. Ever since his passing away, fresh Leelas have taken place and are even happening now. This clearly shows that Baba is ever living and helps his devotees as before. The people who got the contact of Baba when he was living were indeed very fortunate. But if any of them did not get his dispassion for the things and enjoyments of the world and had not their minds turned to the Lord, it was surely their ill luck. What was then wanted and is now wanted in the whole heart devotion to Baba. All our senses, organs, and mind should cooperate in worshipping and serving Baba. It is no use in engaging some organs in the worship and deflecting others. If a thing like worship or meditation is to be done, it ought to be done with all our mind and soul. The love that a chaste woman bears to the love that a woman bears to her husband is sometimes compared to that which a disciple bears to his master. Yet the former falls far short of the latter, which is incomparable. No one, whether he be father, mother, brother, or any other relation, comes to our aid in attaining the goal of life. We have to chalk out and transverse the path of self realization ourselves. We have to discriminate between the unreal and the real, renounce the things and enjoyments of the world and the next, control our senses and mind, and aspire for liberation only. Instead of depending upon others, we should have full faith in ourselves. When we begin to practice discrimination, we come to know that the world is transient and unreal, and our passion is worldly things become less and less. And ultimately, we get dispassion and non attachment for them. Then we know that the Brahma, which is no other than our Guru, is the sole reality, and as it transcends and besets the seeming universe, we began to worship it in all creatures. This is the unity bhajan or worship. When we thus worship the Brahma or Guru wholeheartedly, we become one with him and attain self realization. In short, always chanting the name of the Guru and meditating him enables us to see him in all beings and confess eternal bliss on us. The following story will illustrate this. Kaka Saheb's doubt and Anandrao's vision. It is well known that Sai Baba has enjoyed Kaka Saheb Dikshit to read daily two works of Sri Eknath, Bhagavati, and it is well known that Sai Baba has enjoyed Kaka Saheb Dikshit to read daily two works of Sri Eknath Bhagavat and Bhavarta Ramayan. Kaka Saheb read this daily while Baba was living, and he followed the practice even after Baba's passing away. Once in Kaka Mahajani's house in Chaupati, Kaka Saheb was reading Eknathi Bhagavat in the morning. Madhavrao Deshpande alias Shama and Kaka Mahajani were then present and listening attentively to the portion. There, in the nine Nathas or Siddhas of the Rishabha family, that is Kavi, Hari, Antariksha, Prabhuddha, Piplayan, Virhotra, Drumil, Chamas, and Karabhajan, expounded the principles of Bhagavad Dharma to King Janak. The latter asked all the nine Nathas most important questions, and each of them answered them satisfactorily. The first, that is Kavi, explained what is Bhagavad Dharma. Hari, the characteristics of Bhakta, Antariksha, what is Maya, Prabuddha, how to cross Maya, Piplayan, what is Parabrahma, Avirhotra, what is Karma, Drumil, the incarnations of God and their deeds, Chamas, how a non-devotee fares after death, Karabhajan, the different modes of worship of God in different ages. The substance of all the exposition was that in this Kali age, the only means of liberation was the remembrance of Hari or Guru's feet. After the reading was over, Kaka Sahib said in a disputant to Madhav Rao and others, wonderful is the discourse of the nine nathas on bhakti or devotion. But at the same time, how difficult it is to put it into practice. The nathas are perfect, but is it possible for fools like us to attain the devotion? We don't get it even after several births. Then how are we to get salvation? It seems that there is no hope for us. Madhara did not like this pessimistic attitude of Kaka Sahib. He said, "It's a pity that one who, by his good luck, got such a jewel as Baba, should cry out as despairingly if he was unverifying faith in Baba, why should he feel restless? The bhakti of the Nathas may be strong and powerful, but is not ours loving and affectionate? And has not Baba told us authoritatively that remembering and chanting Hari's and Guru's name confers salvation? Then where is the cause for fear and anxiety?" Kaka Sahib was not satisfied with the Madhavrau's explanation. He continued to be anxious and restless. The whole day, thinking and brooding over how to get the powerful bhakti of the Nathas. Next morning, the following miracle took place. One gentleman named Anandrao Phagde came there in search of Madhavrao. The reading of the Bhagavad was then going on. Mr. Phagde sat near Madhavrao and was whispering something to him. He was mentioning in low tone his dream vision. As there was some interruption in reading by his whispering, Kaka Sahib stopped the reading and asked Madhavrao what the matter was. The latter said, "You expressed your doubt. Now here is the explanation of it. Here, ex- here Mr. Pagde's vision, which Baba gave him, explained the characteristics of saving devotion and showing that the devotion in the form of bow to or worship of Guru's feet is sufficient." All were anxious to hear the vision, especially Kaka Sahib. At their suggestion, Mr. Pagde began to relate the vision as follows. "I was standing in a deep sea in waist deep water. There I saw Sai Baba all of a sudden. He was sitting on a beautiful throne studded with diamonds with his feet in water. I was most pleased and satisfied with the form of Baba. The vision was so realistic that I never thought that it was a dream. Curiously, curiously enough, Madhara was also standing there. He said to me feelingly, 'Anandrao, I was standing in a deep sea in waist deep water. There I saw Sai Baba all of a sudden. He was sitting on a beautiful throne studded with diamonds with his feet in water. I was most pleased and satisfied with the form of Baba. The vision was so realistic that I never thought that it was a dream. Curiously enough, Madhara was also standing there. He said to me freeingly, 'Anandrao, fall at Baba's feet.' I rejoined also wished to do. But his feet were in water. How can I place my head on them? I am helpless." Hearing this, he said to Baba, "Deva, take out your feet which are under water." Then Baba immediately took out his feet. I caught him without delay and bowed to them. On seeing this, Baba blessed me, saying, "Go now, you will attain your welfare. There is no cause for fear and anxiety." He also added, "Give a silk bordered dhotar to my Shama, you will profit thereby." In compliance with Baba's order, Mr. Pagde brought the dhotar and requested Kaka Sahib to hand it over to Madhavrao. But the latter refused to accept it, saying that unless Baba gave a hint on suggestion for acceptance, he would not accept it. Then, after some discussion, Kaka Sahib decided to cast lots. It was the invariable practice of Kaka Sahib to cast lots in all dubious matters and to abide the decision as shown by the picked up chit or lot. In this particular case, two chits, on one of which was resumed to accept and on other to reject, were placed at the feet of Baba's picture, and an infant was asked to pick one of them. To accept chit was picked up and the dhotar was handed over to Madhav Rao. In this way, both Anand Rao and Madhav Rao were satisfied and Kaka Sahib's difficulty was solved. This story exhorts us to give respect to the words of other saints, but at the same time asks us to have full faith in our mother, that is, the Guru, and abide by his instructions, for he knows our welfare better than any other person. Cry out your heart. The following words of Baba are innumerable saints in this world. But our Father, that is Guru, is the Father, that is the real Guru. Other might say many good things, but we should never forget our Guru's words. In short, love your Guru wholeheartedly, surrender to him completely and prostrate yourself before him reverently, and then you will see that there is no sea of existence before you to cross. There is no darkness before the sun. Wooden plank, Baba's bedstead, and not Bhagat's. In his earlier days, Baba slept on a wooden plank, 4 arms in length and only a span in breadth, with earthen lamps burning in 4 corners. Later on, he broke the plank into 2 pieces and threw it away. Once Baba was describing the greatness or importance of this plank to Kaka Sahib. Hearing this, the latter said to Baba, "You still love the wooden plank. I will again suspend or hang up one in the masjid again, for you to sleep at ease." Baba replied, "Won't like to sleep up," leaving Mahalsapati down on the ground. Then Kaka Sahib said, "We'll provide another plank for Mahalsapati." "Baba, can he sleep on the plank?" "It is not easy to sleep up on the plank. He who has many good qualities in him can do so. He who can sleep with his eye wide open can effect that. When I go to sleep, I ask often Mahalsapati to sit by my side, place his hand on my heart and watch the chanting of Lord's name there. And if he finds me sleepy, wake me up. He can't do even this. He himself gets drowsy and begins to nod his head. When I feel his hand heavy as a stone on my heart, cry out, 'Oh Bhagat!' He moves and opens his eyes. How can he who can't sit and sleep well on the ground, and whose asana is not steady, and who is a slave to sleep can sleep high up on a plank?" How many other occasions Baba said out of love for his devotees, "What is ours is with us, and what is another's is with him." Bo to Sri Sai, peace to be all.